Tonight, Governor Basaki moves to restore sanity in government reserve areas. Spotlight on amended electoral law and expectations as politicians warm up for campaigns. A very good evening to you. It's always a pleasure to have you join us on the main news bulletin. I am Agatha Egwari Ojo. Our Governor Godwin Obaseki has decried the level of illegal conversion of some residential buildings along Ihama, Boundary and Country Home roads into commercial properties without necessary plan approved by appropriate authorities. This has the attendant consequences of increasing criminal activities in most of the affected areas. Governor Baseki was at a stakeholders meeting with residents and landlords aimed at curbing criminal activities in the areas. Elizabeth Thomoko now reports.
The stakeholders meeting is a fallout from the recent evacuation of commercial sex workers and other unwholesome activities from Iyama, Boundary and Country Home houses of the state. It was revealed at the meeting that over 50% of residential properties have been illegally converted to commercial use.
The residents, they got their property to have peace and quiet. Can we really say they are having peace and quiet? That some of them, they don't have an alternative to go to. So they are living with that as the reality. So we get petitions, we get all kinds of things coming to us all the time, do something. But it's come to the point where the company cannot just sit down and just allow this to continue. Once it is 8, 9, 10, you cannot drive past it. And somebody's going to go, how far? Which one you want, Tramadol? Which one? Talk. That's what you get. Then the noise, then the congestion. You cannot, if you live in that area, you better go very early, or you wait until after 2 a.m.
It is Governor Basaki's determination to create and develop a sustainable environment and not targeted at sending people out of their jobs.
We're here to let you know that your government is on a mission to create a better picture for all of us. That better picture must be one that is planned, cannot come by miracle. We have to take deliberate actions, which is what we're taking. We're not here to destroy people's homes, we're not here to destroy their businesses. We are saying that we can have a development in Edo State, which is a win-win. Everybody benefits.
A committee to look into the issues holistically was set up. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NT News.
In the meantime, the governor has approved the appointment of Osaro Grace Aihie as the Managing Director of Edo Geographic Information Service, Edo GIS. A statement by the Secretary to the State Government, Osao John Ugie, indicates that the appointment takes immediate effect. Mrs. Osaro Grace Aihie is a law graduate from the University of Benin and holds a higher national diploma in estate management from the Federal Polytechnic Auchi, Edo State. The statement indicates that she's a registered surveyor and valuer, and until her appointment, she was the permanent secretary in the Edo State Ministry of Physical Planning, Urban Regional Development. Now, residents of Benin have appealed to the federal government to hasten up work on the failed portions of the Benin-Saple-Warri Highway. This was when the former commissioner representing Edo State in the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, and PDP chieftain in Ikubauha Local Government Council, Matthew Idwekime, visited the Benin bypass axis of the expressway, which was barricaded for the third day this week by protesting youths. Elizabeth Omoko has the report. Well, we'll bring you details of that report in the course of the bulletin. And moving on now, the planned ban on motorcycles as the mode of transportation will have ripple effect on socio-economic activities. This is the view of some motorcyclists and residents of Benin City. Paul Omukago has the report.
Motorcycle, popularly known as Okada in this part of the country, was a mode of movement in rural areas with track roads back in the days. This scenario has, however, changed.
Calabar in Cross River State and Ughelli in Delta State are two towns known over the years for using motorbikes for intra-city transportation. This means of transportation are spread to other towns and cities across Nigeria. What have the people got to say about the federal government plan to place a ban on Okada?
The people around here, they are feeding their family with their wives and children with this bike.
If you say you want to stop Okada, there must be other palliative measures we say you put for grant for the people we say they do the work.
If government say they want to stop the machine, maybe they want to create problem to our people. And it's about 5 kilometers away or some 7 kilometers away distance to our different places.
Affects me because as I did so, now this Okada so, not till they go house. I live very far from here. Not till they come out, not till they carry my pikin go school. Okay, if government can't come out now say won't stop Okada. I know if they usually carry pikin go school, cause it trade from inside bush when they come this place, come they 5 naira. You know work now.
I beg the federal government, I don't want make they stop Okada so that because of that Okada, our member for here, graduate many for here where they use Okada, they work.
If you're just joining us, this is the main news bulletin on NTA Benin. A quick reminder that the news is streaming live on our YouTube channel, NTA Benin. Of course, you can reach out to the newsroom of NTA Benin for any breaking news or happenings around you or in any part of Edo State on 091-535-59648. You can send messages on WhatsApp to the same number. We have more reports after this break. Do stay with us.
Visit the ancient city of Benin. 2 things will excite you: the want and welcome of its people, and of course, the class and style of its hospitality business. Randeki Gold, home of hospitality like no other. Located in one of the most serene environments in the ancient city. Truly classy and exquisite with world-class facilities. Fully equipped digital multipurpose hall with life-size, ultra-high definition LED screen. 180 square meters king-size swimming pool with bubble bath. Enough to leave you breathless. The exotic Ariel's Bistro and Grill restaurant with variety of continental dishes, especially some of the rarest delicacies you can find in town. Fact is, a visit will truly convince you that we are gold. Randeki Gold is the gold wing of the prestigious Randeki Royal Hotel at 6 Uhenuyi Street off Ihama and Boundary Roads, GRA Benin City. www.randekihotels.com. Randeki Gold, our hospitality is gold.
Now available in Benin City. Yes, right here in Benin City.
What?
You don't have to travel anywhere.
Come on, let it out. Talk now.
Juba Eli and Perkins Mechano Generator Showroom just opened in Benin.
For real?
It's right here with us. Brand new, authentic, reliable, quality Perkins and Mechano generators from 15 kVA to 2000 kVA at Uye Technical Limited. Juba Eli and Perkins Mechano Showroom, 83 Mission Road, Benin City.
Big generators, we know they make noise. Where they power industries, hotel, big offices, churches, mosques, big houses, and other plenty places.
You got it. Different sizes and capacity at the most affordable price to suit your specific needs. With after-sale services without the stress of traveling anywhere. Perkins and Mechano unbeatable range of power generators. Now available at Uye Technical Limited, Jovaeli and Perkins Mechano Showroom, 83 Mission Road, Benin City.
Wake up the champion in your child. Give them energy to go further. Milo Active Go and the natural goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa helps wake up the champion in your child. Milo!
This is not just a hotel. It's a resort, a place where luxury, class, and hospitality meets. It's not just four walls. It's a reinvention. It's an idea that relaxation should be brilliant. We offer world-class services that makes the experience unforgettable. Heritage Hotel, you can't get it better.
Thank you for staying on and talking election matters now. 25th of February this year, President Muhammadu Buhari signed into law the 2022 Electoral Act Amendment Bill, repealing the 2010 Electoral Act. It is intended to bring innovations to the conduct of elections in Nigeria. What are the major changes in the amended electoral law and the implications on the electoral process, particularly with the general elections months away? This report will fill us in. Financial independence of INEC, early conduct of primaries, extension of time frame for campaigns from 90 to 150 days before election, and in 24 hours to election day are some changes in the law.
Introduction of technology is a key aspect again in this innovation. Usually somebody will say, it's your face, but the thumb printing is not showing, or that index figure does not match. No, this time around you check index figure, you check the face, you check the code, you check the 5. You can use the 5 last digits in your VIN number.
Also, where number of votes cast is more than number of accredited voters, INEC is empowered to cancel result of the polling unit.
A result of a returning officer, which usually in 2010 Act is the final, now it's no longer the final. If there is duress or security threats or anything like that, now INEC has the powers to nullify such election.
Political analysts say it is changing the game in politics in Nigeria.
I believe, I'm convinced that our election, our vote is not going to count through dismiss electronic transmission of a result. Because if you take the choice of movement of results, you will agree with me that a high level of manipulation. A typical, I can cite over 10 cases that we have had over the years. After collating a result, before it gets to the local government center, there will be alteration. Single individual cannot just sit down, alter those results. But now it's going to be absolutely difficult.
Moving from one party to the other after participating in other political party primaries has been ironed out. That the law does not accept that.
The delegates themselves who are elected are now allowed to own the process from their own party, all right, thus giving power back to the people. Going into the elections, I see a situation where people will be able to exercise their franchise and their votes will count. What I think we should be doing now is taming vote buying.
The off-season governorship elections in Ekiti and Osun states are reference points to the implementation of provisions of the new law. Stakeholders are optimistic that the gains recorded will be sustained and improved on in the general elections next year for the overall growth of the nation's democracy. In Benin, Agatha Egware Uju. In the meantime, as political parties and their candidates prepare for campaign activities ahead of 2023 general elections, most Nigerians are expecting to hear issue-based campaign message that will address some of the nation's most pressing challenges. Jude Abugu, who spoke with some Benin residents on their expectations from candidates during the election campaign, tells us more.
With the continuous voter registration exercise successfully concluded, Nigerians are now shifting attention towards solutions, policies, and ideas political parties and their candidates can bring to the table for a robust political debate. Rising unemployment, insecurity, high cost of living, epileptic power supply, and insensate industrial actions are some of the issues they expect candidates to address.
It is our belief that if this country is properly industrialized and the production sector is overhauled to the extent that they can give us what we want, then everybody will be taking off the streets. What you see today is that predominantly there is unemployment in this country, and therefore so many are in the street doing what they can in order to exist. I think that itself accounted for the major part of the insecurity we have in the country.
We expect them to address issues issues affecting the development of the country. In terms of infrastructure, in terms of cultural development.
It calls for us to see a campaign that really talks about what we want or where we are now and where we ought to be.
Although election campaign messages are designed in persuasive and convincing manners, Nigerians expect messages that are civil and realistic in terms of language and contents.
We expect a campaign without violence. I mean, there shouldn't be any kind of problem and all that.
The country is in a very bad shape. So the person coming to promise what he cannot do will obviously be putting himself in some kind of edge, because people will now hold you accountable.
Campaigns for presidential and National Assembly elections are expected to commence on 28 September, while that of governorship and state assembly elections commences on October 12 this year. In Benin, Jude Abugu, NTA News.
After this break, business and more. Stay on.
New Cyberlight Poppy, available in lemon, orange and mango flavors.
Hello there! Welcome to the newest lounge in the ancient city of Benin, Hyperion Lounge, a lounge with good food, music, drinks, karaoke, networking, exclusive for VVIP, and a relaxed environment to meet the right people. Hyperion Lounge is situated at rooftop floor, which has a panoramic view of the city. Visit us at 76 Akpakava Central Hotel, Efedosa Signature, opposite First Bank, Benin City. For seat reservation, call 091-511-1123. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyperion Central. Email info@hyperioncentral@gmail.com. All COVID-19 guidelines is strictly adhered. Hyperion Lounge. Exclusivity redefined.
Oh yes, Ameosa Motors. We don't turn that for we new branch for number 128 Saple Road by Ajib Junction for Benin City. Not be only that one, we don't upwekerize the price for Niger Delta roads. We need to worry by NRA Junction 500. We need to Abraka 700. We need to Ugeli 1000. We need to Bayasa 1500. We still the load from Benin to Port Harcourt. Worry to Auchi, worry to Ekpoma. We need to Ekun, Obiaruko, Kwale, Umutu, even Ekpoma to Port Harcourt City. For Ameosa Motors, safety of all our passengers na it be number one. That's now why we dey make sure say we use new motors and qualified drivers. Make you visit any of our branch around you to enjoy the upwekarization of Ameosa Motors. Ameosa Motors, king of the road.
Glossy the boss spray with another banger. This one now barricaded 10 times. Enjoy 10 times of every credit when you say you recharge. You go to get up to double your data recharge. It's for new and existing growth customers. New customers go get extra 1,000 bonus credit. So get your new Glossy today. Dice are 777 hash.
Thank you for staying on. Back to our earlier report where we told you that residents of Benin are appealing to the federal government to hasten work on the failed portions of the Benin-Saple-Warri Expressway. And this was when former commissioner representing Edo State in NDDC and PDP chieftain Matthew Udoekime visited the Benin bypass axis of the road that has been barricaded for 3 days now. Elizabeth Thomoko has that report.
In November last year, Edo State government ordered for the immediate rehabilitation of the failed portion of a bypass Benin-Saple-Warri Road. when it was barricaded by protesting youth.
Tomorrow, I will bring my contractors here.
The negotiation between the state and federal government stalled the rehabilitation of the failed portions of the road by the state government. Residents and commuters who earlier protested a few months ago are back for the third time this week.
So after 4 days, Federal Minister of Works and Federal Minister of the Controller came remember police. The man I just left here now. He said this road and federal road, so government won't get right. We are not here for every person. No. We are here for the roads. Yeah. We don't hate the governor, we don't hate the president. We want the road fixed.
The Ikpoboka leader, in solidarity with the protesting youth, commends the peaceful protest and urged them to remain calm.
It is true, this is not an Edo State government road. So whatever Edo State government wanted to do here was maybe a palliative support. But for the federal government to stop the state government, having stopped the state government, they ought to act immediately. The government is spending money in NDDC for intervention, for emergency reliefs and all that. You'll be surprised to hear the amounts of money that are going into emergency contracts in the NDDC. Not to talk of the Federal Ministry of Works.
Since last year, we've been doing a design together with our flood management agency to ensure that we come up with a drains that will take water from here down safely to Ogba River, and it's about 4 kilometers. It involves a lot. That work has been concluded, and we are in the process of getting approvals to begin work on it.
The road blockade has led to economic losses.
There are many oil that is passing this road every day. Where oil is coming from, look at the road is very bad.
Last when I go carry 5,000, now I carry 18,000 just now. The load never reach us now. I pay transport come 2,500 now.
We are the ones suffering it here. It's not all people that are coming with cab. Are they helping us? They are not helping us.
The Benin-Sapele-Warri Road has in the last 3 years become a nightmare to users. In Benin, Elizabeth Omoko, NTA News.
And talking business now, trading activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange this Wednesday declined by 6% in volume 46. 46% improvement in turnover, but 7% decline in deals. The current market capitalization of the Nigerian Stock Exchange is 27.3 million naira. Former Okafo has details of this and the federal government's disbursement to small business owners.
6 billion naira to 1.2 million Nigerians under its Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Survival Fund and Guarantee Offtake Scheme. Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, Mariam Katangom, said this at a town hall meeting with beneficiaries of the scheme in Abuja. The scheme is born out of the need to stimulate the economy post-pandemic, especially for small and medium-scale businesses and self-employed individuals. At the end of Wednesday trading on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the all-share index dips by -6% to close at 50.594.97 basis points, as against 1.35% profit recorded to close at 50,626.04 basis points at the end of Tuesday trading session. A total of 12,160,518 shares in 4,369 deals were traded at a market value of 4,168,876,419,000.52 naira. 105 listed equities participated in trading, ending with 22 gainers led by Lasaco Assurance and 15 deadliners led by Len Africa. Here is a summary of the market indices for Wednesday. In Benin, Ifeoma Okafor, NTA News.
And to sports now, the biggest upset in the 2021-2022 ITO Federation Cup was recorded at the Enugu Center as Green Berets Football Club of Kaduna dumped defending champions Bayelsa United out of the competition. The team edged Bayelsa United 5-4 on penalties. And from Ilorin, Bendel Insurance of Benin are through to the round of 16 after beating Otasolo of Lagos 4-3 on penalties after 1-1 at the end of regulation time. Insurance feeder team were not that lucky as they bowed out in the round of 32, losing 1-2 to Akure City Academy Football Club. And from the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, the Oriental Derby between Rangers International of Enugu and Heartland of Owerri ended in favour of Heartland, who triumphed 8-7 on penalties at the end of a 1-1 stalemate after regulation time. And that's a wrap on our package tonight. Thank you for watching. Good evening.